Welcome back to Dewey Beach Music Conference. I'm Matt Pinfield. I'm sitting here with Mike and Steve from the band Jealousy Curve. Guys, you're from the Philadelphia area, which is cool. You know, you look at the history of music in Philly, a lot of it is soul. I mean, there's definitely been a lot of rock bands, too. Tell me a bit about, you're from a town called Upper Darby, which is just really on the outskirts, right?
Just on the west side, yeah.
Now, tell me about how you guys ended up coming together and how long you've been together now.
Oh, man, we're actually old high school buddies. Met in high school and, as pimply-faced teenagers.
We've all been those pimply-faced teenagers.
And
I even had hair once, believe it or not. Not that good hair, but I had hair. But no, seriously.
Just started rapping about music. Found out Steve was a Zeppelin fan. We were both huge Zeppelin fans. And the funny thing is we both started learning how to play our instruments together. So,
yeah, Mike actually started on drums. So,
did he?
He's only been singing for about 4 years.
How many, I think that's a cool thing. It happens so much, though, that drummers, look at Steven Tyler, people like that, who start as drummers and become singers and are great frontmen, Right?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you get the Dave Grohls and all that stuff. They say,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about drummers that want to become singers. Maybe they're sick of being in the back. Who knows?
So tell me, you were in high school, you both loved Zeppelin.
Yeah, we
How did you know? One of you
we had a band. We actually sat right next to each other in health class.
Yeah.
And just got to talking and formed a little band in high school and did that for a couple years, and then Mike started getting into songwriting and stuff and singing, and we actually looked for some other members to make a new band around Philly, and really couldn't find a singer that we really dug. We would go out to see shows and just maybe trying to grab somebody, and Mike just said, maybe I'll give a shot, singing some of the stuff on my own, and it's kind of progressed from there. So.
And it happened. It's great. How long have you guys been together now?
The bands have been, I guess, about 4 years, a little over 4 years, 4.5 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
We formed in 2003. We did some demos before that for about a year. We kind of had a couple years of limbo where we were just kind of working on songs, kind of maybe looking for other guys to play in a band. We actually started the band. It was just the two of us. We would go out and play acoustic shows. I would sequence stuff on my keyboard, which is little drum grooves, and Mike would play acoustic guitar. I would play bass or electric guitar, and just kind of went from there.
It was Casio heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool, like you said, and it's cool. It just gave you your rhythm. And
yeah.
Did you do any covers at that point? Did you do like any Zeppelin stuff since you loved it, or did you,
I think
you
we
stick to
covered
originals?
We covered a couple Jeff Buckley tunes. We did New Year's Prayer by Jeff Buckley off of Sketches.
Yeah.
What else, man?
We did
Purple Rain.
We did Purple Rain by Friends.
It's one of the greats.
Yeah. So it was real. We would just play these loose kind of just acoustic duo shows around Philly, and we got really lucky. Like it was right when MySpace started, mp3.com, that kind of thing, and put some demos up, and people started reacting to it, and we just promoted as hard as we could online, and gradually more and more people started coming out to shows, and then we just we figured we needed a band, and we needed a bass player and a drummer, and we actually hooked up with two friends of ours and kind of formed a band, and here we are. So
You got a lot of friends on MySpace, from what I understand, as well.
Yeah, I mean that's that website's such a great marketing tool, And one thing that we try to do is we try not to do like any cold ads or anything.
Yeah.
Like all the friends we have are people that we've actually met or been in contact.
We
with
don't do the like the friend bots or any of that stuff. Like we just try to, just keep up with it and reply to everyone and message kids. Like if we're on tour, several weeks before the show or a month before the show, we'll try to do a search and message kids from that town. Just try to do it organically and not do it, because you get so much spam on there and stuff, and we just try to keep it real,
Which is
for
very
lack of a
cool.
better term.
Now, speaking of going around, how many different places have you guys played and gone out from Philly? How far have you guys gone out?
We've done about 3 or 4 tours now, all the way out to like LA and back. We're fortunate. We did a tour in 2005 with the Rejects and the Academias and Rooney, which brought us out to LA. We did like 12 shows on that tour. And then we've done 2 or 3 tours of our own since then. We did the biggest tour we've done was the one we did last fall. And that was like over a course of about 50 days. And I went out to LA, Midwest and back. So,
I love the fact that you guys have, Dane Cook. It's funny. I ran into his manager recently, and we were just talking about stuff. And Tourgasm, you guys, your music's been used in Tourgasm. Tell me a bit about how that all came down.
But we were actually at South by Southwest.
That's right.
In the spring of 2006. And we just got an email from the music supervisor for the show. It was right before the show was about to start. The show was starting in May. And the music supervisor just emailed us and said, we love this track. It was "Don't Lie Down," and
Yeah, that song is great. Don't Lie Down.
Thank you
is
so
such
much,
a good
man.
tune.
Thank you.
That was one of really. I mean, like they were all great, but that song in particular, I was like, wow, I really love this track.
you.
I'll
Thank
play
you
it
so
on my
much,
show.
man.
And then later in the fall, they decided they were going to make a soundtrack CD, and and from what the music supervisor said, he said Dane really loved the song and wanted it because there were probably over 100 songs that were in the TV series the whole season. But he really loved the track and just wanted to know if he could use it in the soundtrack. And the soundtrack was put out, I guess, in December. So.
Yeah, and it's he's a big music fan, and he's another guy who took a long time. It was years of trying to break through.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Something like 17 years, believe it or
His
not.
story's crazy. Like
It
the
really
stuff he
is.
used to do. I mean, it was just all, do it yourself. He's just worked his ass off, man.
Yeah, it's great. Now he's making movies with Jessica Alba. Not a bad gig.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind. Who would?
It paid off. Right.
That absolutely did, and he's doing amazingly now. So, guys, the making of the record. Tell me about who was involved in that and how you went about making this
The
album.
new record, the EP that just came out?
Yeah.
Basically, just that we did it in our house, recorded it. We have a little, recording rig, an old Tascam, one of their early hard disk recorders. Unfortunately, our recording space isn't very flattering. We just have a basement with cinder block walls.
But it's cool. I mean, it worked out well. And those Tascams, they still do great
It's a good sound
recordings.
machine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And,
Did the trick.
So we had our buddy Daniel Mendez mix it, who's a good friend of ours that we met at South by Southwest, and he's done work with a bunch of bands. He did the most recent Megan Dia record on Doghouse.
Yeah.
He's done some stuff with like Lit. He worked on the first Lit record. He engineered a lot of that record with Brian Malouf.
Right, yeah. I know
he
Brian well.
Yeah,
Brian's a good man.
Brian's a fantastic engineer and producer. So yeah, we just hooked up with him, and he really gave us a great rate on the record, and we became close with him. And we did it real quick, man. We did the record probably in a period of like 3 weeks, 7 songs. Just it's real live, and didn't really think too much about it. We wanted it to be real representative of our live show. We didn't want it to be real slick. So the production's pretty raw, but we've been really lucky with it so far. It's been out since August 7th. And we've just about gone through the first run, so we've been really lucky with it.
Which is really great, and it's doing well online as well, isn't it? From what
it's-
I understand.
We've been lucky with it.
You've been very lucky.
Yeah. And what do you guys got planned over the next 6 months or so? What kind of things are you guys going to be doing? Any new tours set coming up? Or?
We're planning in February to do probably starting right when school gets back in session, probably the end of January, early February, and we're going to try to do 3 or 4 months on the road.
That's
depending
great.
on what goes into the summer. If we're fortunate to get on another tour, we'll do that. But we'll just do our own tour for hopefully at least double the time that we did. We did about 2 months last time. We're hoping to do 4 months. So
That's great. I mean,
we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't kill each other in the van. We'll see.
That's what it's about, though.
Yeah.
True. We were talking about earlier. I was talking with the guys from Color Slide about everybody, getting that day shower and
we're
going in there
actually-
once in a
dude.
couple days.
We're actually
Baby wipes are the key.
Yeah, the disinfectant baby wipes too. Steve, Mike, thanks so much. It was
Thank you,
great,
Matt.
and
Thanks
good
for
luck with
having us,
everything.
Matt.
Black Widow, another great track from your record as
Thank you,
well.
man. Thank
And that's Mike and Steve right here from Jealousy Curve from Philadelphia, and we're going to check out some of their performance right now from here at the Dewey Beach Music Conference.
Go!